Hey, what's up and Happy New Year and welcome to today's video. If you're wondering on how to lose weight in 2020 and beyond, this video is just for you. And if you happen to be watching this at any other day or any other time of the year other than New Year's Day, that's okay because I've got 10 beneficial tips that's going to help you lose weight and get in the best shape of your life. So let's get to it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and as always, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe, click that notification bell so you never miss any of my latest content. What I want to share with you today is these 10 awesome facts that have worked well for me and numerous clients that I've trained that's going to assist you in getting in the best shape of your life and helping you lose weight once and for all in 2020. So let's get to it. Number one, nutrition first, training second. Yes, that happens to be my slogan, but also it's the most important thing is actually eating right. Because you can work out all day long, 24/7, sun up to sun down, and you can still be fat and out of shape. Trust me, I was that person before, so you can take my advice. If you focus on your nutrition, you will actually have the energy to feel better, and you will fuel your workouts, and you will have better results. It's common sense. Now, I know for some people it may not be common sense, but you just need to eat right. Because think about it, morbidly obese people, if they start eating right and focusing on their food and going for walks and drinking plenty of water, they strip off hundreds of pounds. And then it comes down to the fine details of when you have to get your workouts and all those other key principles in check that will aid you in your nutrition journey. Number two, drink plenty of water. As I was just saying, you can eat right and drink plenty of water, walk and lose weight. If you focus on that, the weight will come off. But don't worry about losing the weight too fast. And I can get into a whole bunch of different subjects and tangents, so let me try and stay on track. Drink plenty of water. Water is the mechanism that helps you burn fat. It's the mechanism that helps flush fat out of the body. It's responsible for all of your metabolic functions, from blinking to sleeping to breathing to eating. You need water to help with all those processes. And so the best thing you can do is just drink a liter of water first thing when you wake up. If you don't watch or know who Papa Swolio is, Google him, YouTube him. Really funny and charismatic guy. I started following him earlier last year, and one of the biggest tips he gave was drinking the liter of water first thing in the morning. So it helped me out, and I know it will help you out too. It's going to make you a little bit more regular. You're going to use the bathroom, and plus it's an easy hydration window that you can pick up first thing in the morning. So make sure you drink plenty of water because it will also help curb your appetite. Sometimes your body tricks you into thinking you're hungry when you're actually thirsty and you need a drink. So drink plenty of water. I like to say at least aim for close to a gallon a day, minimum of 90 ounces. And at least 64 ounces. A few of my clients have bought them these 64 ounces bottle of water. They're in their 80s and they're barely drinking that and they're dehydrated. So it would only make sense that if you can drink a little bit more than that. And if all you're drinking is half a gallon of water to start, then add an extra 8 ounces. Or maybe if you are not already, drink that 16 ounces of water first thing in the morning. Maybe build your way up to a liter. Yes, it's sometimes uncomfortable for me to do, but you just make it a daily habit. Get into the practice of it, and it will actually work out better for you in the long run. Number three, this might sound wild, but start doing yoga. Now, in 2019, I only took 11 classes from January to April, but that was a lot better than 2018 when I only took 2, right? So the reason why I say this is because if you take a yoga class, it's going to actually help with your imbalances in your body. Yes, we all have them. Maybe you have a tight shoulder. Maybe you walk around like this. I'm not judging you, but you want to fix that shoulder. So if you get into these crazy stretches and poses, maybe a dancer's pose where they have you grab one leg, reach all the way out, and put your hand out in front of you, you're going to feel a certain tightness on one side. I guarantee you. I know my right hip and my right quad's a lot tighter. I'm dominant on that side, and that's one of my stories. So take a yoga class, you'll figure out where one of your imbalances might be, and then you'll know what you might need to work on. And plus too, you're going to understand how to activate certain muscles. That's the beauty of it. Now, I didn't continue to do as many yoga classes in 2019, but that's definitely a goal for 2020, is to do a little bit more. But I was also in tune with my stretching. I did a lot of mobility. I stretched more than I ever did because I didn't want to get hurt as much. So again, if you start taking yoga, you'll be better in tune with your body. You'll know what to stretch and how to start working out, or you'll know how to start activating certain muscles that need to be worked out, and you'll know how to balance out your body. Number 4, find a workout partner or a gym buddy. Recently I had one of my friends, Ray. He moved back from Tennessee, and we've been crushing some workouts in the gym, and I've been getting a little bit more sore than I normally have working out on my own. And the reason why I say is get a gym buddy or get a partner to work out with is because if you even tell someone one of your goals or that you're going to work out, you're 70% more likely to show up. It's statistics. So if you have a workout partner and you tell them you're going to meet them at the gym, you're going to kind of feel like shit if you don't show up the next day and you told them you were going to meet them at the gym. So have a workout partner because it's going to help hold you accountable. It's going to lead to better results because you're going to push each other and you're going to motivate each other. So you're going to push each other for those last few reps. You're going to make sure that you both are eating right and you're on track. Or you're just going to make sure that you're actually showing up, which is the most important thing, is showing up. It's half the battle. A lot of times we don't even want to wake up and get out of the bed. If you could make sure that you at least show up and get to the gym, you're going to be a lot better off. And so if you have that workout partner to meet you there, you're going to be more likely to show up and not stand them up, hopefully. Number 5, you got to eat more vegetables. Now this is like one of the golden nuggets here. Now I can argue that maybe one of these other tips is a little bit more beneficial or important than the other, but they're all pretty important together. You've got to eat more vegetables because it's going to help fill you up. If you haven't seen this documentary called The Game Changers on Netflix, I highly recommend it. Not that I'm pushing you to be vegan or go plant-based, although it is a great idea, and I'm not knocking you if you are vegan or vegetarian, because I do have a program that's coming out and it does cater to vegans and vegetarians. But the main thing of that documentary on Netflix was suggesting is just that you need to eat more vegetables, eat more plant-based foods. Instead of having 2 giant pieces of steak and potatoes, maybe sub out the potatoes for broccoli. A lot of times when I go out, it's very easy for me to just get a steak and a broccoli or a steak and a sweet potato. I'll always try and get a vegetable. Now, yeah, if I'm feeling a little bit crazy and I want a cheat meal, yeah, I might have some French fries or tortilla chips and salsa when I'm getting Mexican, but I don't do it all the time. So consciously, I'm always trying to think about having more vegetables. One of my biggest things that I finished off in 2019 and going into 2020 is I love doing a bunch of roasted cauliflower and olive oil. I'll get 2 giant bags of cauliflower from Costco. I'll drizzle a whole bunch of olive oil in there, put a little bit of this bagel seasoning, which is pretty low sodium, bake it for over an hour, take it out, have it with some chicken, some wild-caught salmon. I've also done some of the meatless options. They have meatless patties, they have meatless burgers, they have meatless fake hot dogs. I mean, whatever you want, you can get it. If there's a Sprouts near you or another Whole Foods type grocery store, generally you can find a lot of meatless products. It's a lot easier in 2020 to get some of these meatless products or get healthier options in general than it was in the 80s. 40 years has passed and the times are different. So you can't really make any excuses of why you can't be healthy now. There's plenty of information on the internet to figure that out. Number 6, grocery shop in bulk on Saturday. Now, a lot of people might say meal prep on Sunday, this, that, and the other, but I say Saturday because even if the grocery stores are a little bit more busy on Saturday night, guess what? It's still Saturday evening. You can come home with those groceries. You might be able to cook a healthier meal on Saturday, which is something I tend to do. Now, I know when Friday rolls around, I want to go crazy and just have something wild. Sometimes. For the most part, I like to stay on track, but generally, my weakness is a good chips and salsa from some Spanish or Mexican restaurant. I just love that stuff. And I can eat a whole basket of chips, but I don't do it all the time. That's why I can maintain my weight. But when Saturday comes around, I like to grocery shop, and generally I'll do that every couple of weeks. I'll go to Costco, maybe I'll go somewhere else, but I'll buy my groceries, and then generally that night I'll have one of the items I bought so I don't do a crazy meal, and then next morning I'll wake up on Sunday, I go to the gym, I'll work out, I come back, and I start meal prepping. But ultimately, when you grocery shop on Saturday, you don't have to worry about dreading it on Sunday, because I used to grocery shop on Sunday and meal prep, and it just made me hate my Sundays because the next day is a work day. And generally, I've not always enjoyed doing my grocery shopping on Sunday because it takes away from my Sunday. Like, time is precious, right? And you only get so much of it, and it's very valuable. So I don't want to spend my entire Sunday waking up, going to the gym, grocery shopping, meal prepping, and by the time it's 6 o'clock, and then I get 2 hours unwind before I have to go to bed by 8 or 9 and wake up and start my day at 4 a.m. and get ready for the next day. So if you get your grocery shopping done on Saturday, you'll be led to have a better food choice for that night, and then also you have a little bit more time for your Sunday. Make sense? Number 7, meal prep on Sunday. Listen, you've gotta make time. And if you don't make time, hire someone else to cook the food for you. Get your spouse or significant other to help you with this, because you need to have meals prepped in advance. You can't always rely on eating out, because sometimes you're going to be led to other temptations, right? A lot of times when we go out, sometimes we already have our food prepped and we're like, oh, chicken and broccoli, I don't want to eat that. Yay, Spanish food. A lot of times if you don't have your meals prepared in advance, you're more tempted to eat out and do other things. So if you have your food in front of you, which I have had a chicken and broccoli and I'm like, oh, I'll go out and eat. But you're more likely to eat your prep food. So if you spend that time on Sunday preparing your meals in advance, at least until Wednesday, you'll be set up for better success. You're going to feel a lot better come Monday morning when you can just reach into your fridge and grab those prep meals and put them in your cooler and you're out the door, and then you don't have to worry about making a bad decision, because that all comes into the first, number one most important thing, which was focusing on your nutrition. So if you meal prep on Sunday, your nutrition is going to be a lot better throughout the rest of the week. And you don't have to worry about cooking for the whole week, like prepping every single meal till Friday. I at least say try and cook most of your proteins or some of your vegetables. At least get yourself set up where you can kind of plan and go. A lot of times I can always cook my breakfast first thing in the morning, and then most of the time I just need at least 5 meals. 5 meals just to get me through during the week, because yeah, in my 20s I was competing, I was doing the fitness model shows, and I'm 35 now, I'm not doing that. Maybe I might do a show one day in the future, but being more realistic, I have one breakfast, I have one lunch, and I have one dinner, and sometimes I get snacks if I'm lucky. I'm not eating those 6 meals a day like I used to. And if you do feel more hungry, yeah, you can eat 6 meals. If you want to eat 1 or 2 meals, you can. It just kind of depends on where you're at on your fitness journey, how many calories you're taking in, and that's a whole other video. So anyways, for the most part, I'm just going to say focus on pre-planning your food on Sunday and make time. And if you tell me you don't have time, I don't care. You have to make time, because if you get sick or you're hurt or your health is bad one day, you have to go to the doctor or see a physical therapist, you're going to have to make time anyway. So start making time now and preparing your food so you can enjoy the things that you want to do later in life without being handicapped. Number 8, resistance train at least 3 days a week. Listen, you need to build muscle. Building muscle is not going to make you big and bulky. Listen, I've been trying to build muscle for a long time. I'm a natural training athlete. I'm not enormously massive, but I've been trying to lift heavy. If you're taking a lot of gear and artificial drugs and steroids and things like that, and you're eating a shit diet, yeah, you're going to get massive. So I'm not knocking the bodybuilders. I love them. They're cool. I've been inspired by bodybuilding. I was mentored by a bodybuilder. I still like bodybuilding workouts. They're just going to get you strong. They're going to build muscle, which is your fitness bank account. You want to have that muscle in the body because it's going to help you burn more calories. Like I said, nutrition and focusing on that is the number one way to help you lose a little bit more weight. But in the long term, if you're working out, you're strengthening your chest and your back and your legs especially, your glutes and your butt, and you're making those muscles stronger, they're going to burn more calories at rest. So that way you could actually have a week where you didn't go to the gym and you sat on your butt and you actually lost a little bit of weight. Why? Because your muscles are actually helping you burn calories. And sometimes you might feel like you're losing weight if you're an athlete because you're not eating enough and you're not working out. And your body does decide to start to shrink a little bit because it's used to having a lot of food and having those hard workouts. You might not be able to get to that point first starting off, but over time you'll get there. If you're like me, I've been working out for over 25 years. Now I'm including the time when I started playing soccer when I was 8. And there was a little bit of gap in between when I stopped playing soccer and I picked up the saxophone and I got a little fat and I was in band. And then I started my junior year weight training, but that's besides the point. What I mean to say is that as you work out for a long period of time, it does become a little bit easier. You do get stronger. Results can happen a lot faster. When you're doing these 45-day or 90-day challenges with programs, you're going to look a lot better from your before and afters. A lot of people are mesmerized, like, oh my God, how do you look like that in 90 days? If you look at some of my before pictures from 45 and 90 days, they're night and day apart, because when you have fat on top of the muscle, oh, it kind of looks disgusting. You even feel bigger than you were sometimes. But when you lean out and you get rid of that body fat that's covering the muscle, you look good, right? So everybody's transformation can be a little bit different. And that's going to tie into one of my last things I'm going to talk about is consistency. And we'll get there in just a moment. And to wrap things up, yeah, just make sure you resistance train at least 3 days a week. I like full body circuits if you're starting off because doing the body part splits is great and it's something that I do, but if you're kind of new to working out, you want to hit your whole entire body and you don't want to just have a crazy leg day unless you're a little bit more on the intermediate to advanced and you can handle those harder workouts. But if you can hit your legs, your butt, your back, your arms, your abs, and your chest all in one workout and you can do that, let's say 2 to 3 days a week, you're going to have a little bit more time to heal. You're not as traumatized from one of those heavy leg workouts, for example. You can recover a little bit faster, and that way it'll lead you to actually want to show up at the gym when you're not wrecked from being too sore. So show up at the gym, get at least 3 days a week of that resistance training, and keep strengthening your muscles. Focus on being strong. Focus on your nutrition. That's going to take you further in your nutrition and training journey. Number 9, have a plan. I don't care what you do, but do something. Write it out. If it's going to be these Bosu push-ups or squats and lunges and leg raises, like 4 exercises. You can get a hell of a workout and you can repeat those 4 exercises every Monday and Friday and do some swimming and biking and walking between. You can actually get in pretty good shape. It doesn't take much, but just make sure you go into the gym with a plan. Now, if you've been working out for over 20 years like me, yeah, sure, you can wing a few workouts. You can be a little bit more intuitive and you kind of know what to do and you can have a great workout. But if you're kind of new and getting into this, it can be overly confusing and very overwhelming and super scary. So keep it simple. When I'm starting off with brand new clients, I teach them how to foam roll. I teach them how to do some sort of a push-up, some sort of a pull-up or a rowing exercise, some sort of a squat or a lunging exercise and an abdominal exercise, and we cover all our bases. So I get their mobility, I get some sort of resistance training, and then we always finish up with stretching. So just keep it super basic, all right? Have a plan, and if you need a plan, talk with me, or if you don't find a plan for me, I'm sure you're going to find some other YouTuber or someone else on the internet. Everybody's got a plan nowadays, so it's just the one that you consistently follow and for the person's message that you kind of jive with. So if you're jiving with me and you like this video, which if you haven't already, definitely smash that like button and it'll really help out the YouTube algorithm and it'll help me get this content out to more people. But you've got to have a plan. I'll have one coming out soon. You'll be the first to know when it does come out and I'll be able to guide you through that. But in the meantime, watch my grocery shopping videos. Watch some of my training videos that I have out. I'll be putting a lot more of that now going into this year. And I'll be doing more of these videos educating you on teaching you how to get in the best shape with certain plans that you can follow that's going to help maximize your fitness goals. Number 10, one of the most important things that you can take away from this video today is being consistent. Listen, being consistent is super important because that's going to set the foundation for everything that happens into the future, right? If you're consistent, that's going to build some really good patterns and habits. And then that's going to lay down your discipline, which is like a code of behavior that you're following. And if you have very good discipline, that's going to lead to results. And the results are pretty motivating. And that's going to feel freaking awesome. I mean, you want to be in really good shape, right? If you follow through with every single little step I've taught and teach in this video, you're going to have really good success. You just need to follow through. A lot of times people start off into the gym in New Year's resolutions and they want to get in better shape and work out, and by February the gym is empty sometimes and they're not following through on the resolutions. So you got to stick to your guns. You got to follow through with what you said you were going to do at the beginning of the year. Or even if it's in the summer and you're watching this, or later in the year, it doesn't matter. You just need to be consistent with what you set out and what you want to do. If you want to get in better shape and eat right, be consistent. Quit screwing up. It's just simple. And if you need someone to help you with that, I'm here to help you do that. If you're practicing these good habits over and over and over, it's going to lead to positive results. And whether or not you use my information or someone else you found on the internet, there's a lot of information that can help you nowadays to get in better shape. But you got to try and you got to stick with one plan. Sometimes you're trying too many different things, you're following too many different coaches, and you're getting information from all over the place, which can be great if you're a little bit more advanced and you know how to kind of build and construct some of your own plans. But if you're just starting off, try and follow one person's advice, take some of their core beliefs and principles and stick with it. And if you jive with that person and you like what they're saying and it feels like it's working for you, keep rolling with it. But try not to take too many different coaches' advice and all this information from everywhere, because you can get overly confused. So be consistent, follow one path and one course of action until successful, and make it happen. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I know it was a lot of information. It was jam-packed, but I hope you have a happy New Year's. I hope you enjoy this new day going into 2020. And again, if you haven't already, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button, click that notification bell, because it's going to really help me get this content out to more people like you that need help getting in the best shape of your lives and wanting to lose weight in 2020 and beyond. Let me know in the comment section down below, did you have any New Year's resolutions, or were you one of those people that said, F you resolutions, I'm going to keep doing this indefinitely for my lifetime? If you have a friend that needs help losing weight this year, feel free to share this video with them and pass this information along that can help someone else start their fitness journey in 2020. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.
You let me in, yeah.